Police officers are under a microscope here in Utah and across the country.
I didn't say you get in my face! You need to stop
get in my face, man!
More and more officer assaults and police shootings are caught on camera.
Do you see her hand on there? Yeah. See her hand on there?
And more people are confronting police, adding fuel to what many officers call a culture of disrespect. You know, in fact, a 2015 survey from Calibre Press found that 81% of officers surveyed would not encourage their children to go into law enforcement today. Number one reason? Lack of respect. Now, we'll always report on crimes and questionable or illegal police behavior, but tonight in our Behind the Badge report, our focus is on who these officers are and why they love their jobs in today's culture of criticism.
295276, can you go?
You should be good. There shouldn't be really much traffic in this lane, but watch over your shoulder. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Just keep your hands directed to him. Just stopping to see if you're okay. No guns, knives, needles, anything. Hey, I do need to let you know at this time, right now you are under arrest. I was probably, I don't know, 10 years old when I decided I wanted to be a police officer.
UHB Trooper Stanton Tucker is one of the newest officers in Utah. He's so new, he's still riding with his field training officer.
So maybe we can get turned at.
So I tapped on the window, and when he woke up, the first thing he wanted to do was lock the doors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Midvale 21, can you send me that call?
Over in Midvale, another fairly new officer, Marcus Bedstead, is on patrol.
It's an exciting job and fulfilling. It can be an emotional roller coaster with some of the stuff you have to deal with, but it's a great experience.
Bedstead has been with Unified Police for 2.5 years, and while both men are fairly new, they've already had a few frightening moments.
He shot a gunshot off when we were about 50 yards from his house.
Bedstead had to deal with a man firing a gun in a neighborhood.
No, it was scary. It was scary.
And Tucker dealt with a surprise involving a gun on a man he had just pulled over.
And when I got to the passenger side window, the guy had a full-size pistol just shoved right in the front of his pants. No holster or anything.
We had a chance to ride along with these officers and to talk about what it's like to wear the badge in today's confrontational climate.
We'll go on calls where we will, we'll get those remarks that we're just out to kill people and, and they can't trust us and we're bullies.
Bedstead says that kind of stuff really stings.
And that's tough, especially when you're there and you really genuinely want to help these people and you'd do anything, you'd risk your own life to keep them safe. That does hurt.
Salt Lake 558-1046.
Trooper Tucker may be new, but he says he knows there are plenty of people who don't care for cops.
I knew what I was signing up for the day I did it.
And he says what he gets from his work, like this particular incident where he found a stolen car, got it back to the owners and made an arrest, more than makes up for it.
I'll hold your pants up. I have one of the few jobs out there that I can directly impact the lives of the people I come in contact with. And I can't say that a lot of jobs, you actually get that satisfaction of going home, looking in the mirror and saying, I made a difference today.
Do you mind if I come in real quick? Thanks, man.
And making a difference is also what drives Officer Bedstead.
That's good, man. Hopefully you get it figured out. I always wanted to get into a job where I could help people, where I would feel like I was actually doing something to better somebody else's life.
And Bedstead adds, that even includes people who say they hate the police.
No matter what they think or what they say, if they like us or not, we'll answer that call if they call for our help.
Now, it's interesting, a poll conducted a few months ago found that 45% of people believe police too quick to pull the trigger. 49% of Americans are confident that police only use lethal force when necessary, so that means the other half not so sure either.
So there's definitely some negativity, but is it all bad?
No, it's interesting because that same poll that said all that also asked Americans what in general thought. 72% of Americans had a favorable view of police.
Okay, what about local officers?
After riding with 3 of them, they all kind of said the same thing. They say, we hear the negative thing, but really we hear enough from other people that the silent majority still supports them, and they say that's all they need.
All right, Dan, tell us about the weather.